Yes.
And there was somebody
yeah,
else.
you had a bum leg.
Yes, you did. I don't remember that. Did you break something?
No, I thought you had a bum leg.
Oh yeah, I did.
I thought you were showing.
Rheumatoid arthritis, and sometimes my joints don't work. Anyway, about a mile and a half west of here, there's somebody else lives that has a room downstairs. I didn't know that. They volunteered that information. So at least there are 2 houses with unusual rooms.
Well, it's nice to think of this area as being a hotbed of liberty. You know, you may know what you drove by.
I can't
on
stand
the way
Bill,
here.
hold still.
Oh, it looks that bad, huh? Yeah, it's not going to look good in the photograph either. Vanity. It's all is vanity. Freedom.
Like
you went through
man.
the old village of Freedom, Michigan, and I have not researched this, although I should. Why did they call it Freedom?
Right. That's
It
what
was
we were
it was just a
wondering on the way
lumber,
here.
and I'm assuming. My theory is that the lumbermen were from New England and were staunch abolitionists, which would help explain why they were.
Well, you know, one thing I'm going to do is go to the county register of deeds. I'm going to find a description of the property, and I'm fascinated with old abstracts. There's so much history in them. Today you get a certificate of insurance, nothing. But abstracts have a lot of interesting things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to track down the beginning of Freedom.
Good. Well, keep me informed.
I will do that, you bet.
I'm hoping to retire next year, but as long as I'm working at that damn store, I'm just too exhausted to do anything most of the time.
Well, when you retire, I want you to get involved with something else.
I absolutely
You don't
promise.
watch the Idiot Tube. You don't worry what the next meal is going to be. You keep active.
I've already promised Dick Meal that I'll be knocking on his door the day I retire to get into the lighthouse thing. And well, he's no longer involved with the Coast Guard cutter.
No.
But oh, there's so much.
Well,
you know,
we're trying to build historic Mackinac as it was in 1880.
Yes, that definitely.
I'll be on your trail too.
Good.
Good.
You know, I've never lost my love for history, even though it didn't work out.
Yeah.
For me to get my doctorate. You want to see the chickens?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I got something I always show people. Probably bore the hell out of them.
Now, Bill, if you got to be someplace a certain time, don't let us
Not,
you up.
I don't have to leave the house till, well, 3:30 at the latest. That gives us all kinds of time. Now, you may have seen these plants, locally, Harry Lauder's walking stick, also known as a contorted hazelnut. It's a mutation. All people use them for ornamental plants, but all the plants that exist descended from a single mutation in a hedge on the Scottish-English border. And I've got one of those over there. Oh, see now. Here's if you're interested in animals. Notice how those smaller red hens are all clumped together over there, and the other ones seem more relaxed and are taking over 90% of the yard. The little ones are 17 weeks old. We just got them 4 days ago, and they're still not. Give them to if they
I'll just
go
let her run.
and they have no complaints about the way.
So I don't miss anything else.
That's crazy.
So bright and shiny.
But yeah, I still to this day, if it's possible, after having a meal, I'll ask to go into the kitchen so I can dip the dishwasher.
Good for you.
That's a lousy job, a tough job, and they get no money.
So Ken, you said that until recently they had they had Freedom on the map, right? On the state maps?
Oh, it's still on some maps.
Still on some maps?
It's not on the current highway map.
No.
Yeah.
Where actually would that be?
I mean, is this can still...
Are we in Freedom?
You turned on
Proper?
Freedom Road, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, most of the buildings were there's a big curve on Freedom Road. They had to curve to get around the private property that came from Freedom, from the town of Freedom.
Okay.
But nothing remains. There was a little railhead there,
Yeah.
and mostly lumber camp and a few houses. But there's nothing anymore. The tiny railroad depot, I'm told, was moved somewhere and may still exist, but it's not.
I don't know.
Somebody told
There's
me
a
that.
the man who worked on the railroad by the name of Ralph Preston, and he wrote his memories, one of which was the depot was a 2-story building.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I remembered it as a one.
I have an old photograph of it in a book of
Yeah.
postcards from long ago.
Sure.
From Sheboygan and Mackinac City in this area. Yeah, it was 2 stories, all right.
Oh.
Wasn't a hugely impressive building, but it was 2 stories.
Freedom on the Strait.
Yeah, see that.
I can't
The
stop
fight
thinking.
extended. Oh, actually, that looks like a hen. Maybe I have to count the chickens later. And more signs of struggle and
So you think
death
it
and
was,
destruction.
you said a fox or a wolf?
Probably a fox. Because it happened during daylight hours.
Oh.
Coyotes are also one of the big predators,
Oh, yeah.
but they usually strike it in the dark. Not always. Yeah, there are plenty of foxes around here.
Oh, I did.
When the vixen has a litter,
Mhm.
that's when they get brave and start raiding around where people are, because she wants to feed the kits.
You know, that's as bad as crows preying on little birds in nests.
Wow.
From time to time, you'll see a little bird dive bombing a crow,
Oh yeah.
and the crow beats the retreat.
Yeah. And the crows in their turn will chase eagles.
Crows and ravens. I don't really
See, now
know
the other
how.
one would be answering if
There
the
was.
tragedy had not struck.
Why was what's up with the one that's like free walking around? Who's that? Or is that one?
No, they all are free range. They can
Oh,
all
they can
walk
just
around.
walk
They
around.
can fly over the slow fence
Oh, okay.
without a problem. But the one that you saw was
Yeah.
one of Battling Bob's chicks, I'm afraid. She's probably-
Do you have any turkeys out here, Bill?
As a matter of fact, one is such a regular visitor that Susan's named the turkey, female turkey. I can't remember that. Something from the classics, I think. But in any event, I don't know
I
enough
always
about
thought
turkeys.
wild turkeys were very, hard to get near.
Well, this
They come
one
into
is
our
all by
garage.
herself, which isn't. They
Yeah.
don't. That's very unusual. It's
Yeah.
a lone female turkey that comes every morning. We've had the whole flock come here.
Or anything like that?
No,
or-
again, it's too much has happened and too many changes. I mean, I do a lot of gardening now, and so I'm always uncovering things.
Mm-hmm.
But most of it's more recent, especially from the dairy farm days.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't do any maple syrup making.
I don't. No. But that's Bob's got the stories about that.
Yeah.
The old timers in Mackinac often refer to this place as the old Chanute place because there was a Mr. Chanute.
Jack Chanute.
Yeah, that's who the Bob Thompson we keep referring to worked for. And according to Bob, he was notorious in that he'd approach boys in their early teens and say, "Hey, you should come out to the farm and help me maple syrup. It's great, man. I'll give you some maple candy at the end of it." Kevin Vasho also, he said he only did it once, but so he'd get him out here and he'd work the hell out of him. Kevin said, "That was the worst day of work I've ever had in my life. Here I am, only 13 years old, slogging through the mud, pulling this cart full of big tubs of maple syrup. And then at the end, I get a few candies, man. No, never again," I said.
Well, I used to bring Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts out to watch them do that. Mrs. Chanute would always make biscuits. We'd have biscuits and maple syrup.
Oh, let me show you my prize contorted hazelnut. I call it Estee since it's Harry Lauder's Estee Lauder, and it's so ugly. It's so ugly that I thought I'd give it a pretty name. But you have to look kind of carefully because now that it's leafed out, it's at its most spectacular in the winter.
Oh, wow.
When a wet snow will coat all the branches. But see, it doesn't grow like a normal plant. It's so twisty.
That's really cool. Really
Wow.
cool.
I love this plant.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Now, what is it? What?
What's the contorted hazelnut is the more of course
No
there's a
kidding.
Latin name too. You can find documentation and very relevant general works.
Okay.
I'll show you where that
I know it is sort of counterintuitive that up here there would be, an underground railroad stop. But,
It seems
but
naturally like someplace. I thought I was amazed when I found out that there wasn't any documentation on it. You know, when we were looking at the map.